Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades as per usual. And let's dive right into the analysis here. And looks like Bitcoin is getting rejected from our sell area. Unfortunately, my prediction to hit 75,000 did not come to fruition, but we did hit my sell area multiple times, right? So we did hit this area here and then we re-entered it once again, formed some bearish divergence, and I guess the price just fell apart today and it could not handle that PPI data. Now, is it all lost, right? Is it all over? It's it. Time to sell our Bitcoin. Panic selling time coming in. Well, no, you know, we are still above the previous all-time high, right? If you take a look here, we are pretty above the $69,000 level, and it is proven to be holding us support for now. We've had two very strong wicks from this level, seeing a big amount of buying coming in every time we tag it. And again, they could technically push it higher to that B wave top that I'm expecting here at the 1.618 retrace from the bottom here. But it doesn't have to do that 100%, right? It doesn't have to play out exactly like that. And right now, I had this level as my sell area, and it is dumping. So the price as we speak is going down. If it turns out to be an impulsive move towards the downside, then yes, I would consider the top for now. Like, you know, not the top, that's it. Bitcoin's going at 15,000. But the B wave top would be in. And we would be due for a C-leg retrace towards this area down here, right? It would mean that either the wave 4 is still in play, or if the wave 4 is in and this is the wave 5, right? If this is a fifth wave, and you can make, whoops, just put that back here, and you can make 5 wave moves off the low here, which, you know, would be quite hard to do, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You'd have to do something like that, then it would be in. And this is not an ABC, right? And if this is the beginning of the top, then you're gonna do an ABC correction in a longer term corrective move, which means this is in here, the larger term fifth wave is in, the cycle for now is in here as well, right? The wave 1. Oh, I got so many counts here. Let me pull this one up. This is in, right? And now you're going for a longer term retrace, which is months of selling, right? In months, and then you're gonna retrace, you're gonna roll over, and you're gonna go down and down and down. But it won't be like flash crash correction. You'll do something like this, right? Where you go down and you're going to enter a phase of reaccumulation before or after the halving, and then 90 days, 30 to 90 days after the halving, you should get a significant rally back up towards the upside. I know my line went all the way down to the $30,000 area, but most likely I think we should find some good support around the $50,000 area to the $40,000 area. Why is Bitcoin selling off right now? I have no idea. Like, is there some news that's coming out? BlackRock ETF set daily volume record as BTC recoups slow. So I mean, like, yeah, so here's my whole spiel once again about the Bitcoin ETFs, right? There is so much inflow on the ETFs. I don't know if people know that hedge funds and financial institutions that really wanted to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet, they could have already done it. If these funds, hedge funds, were so willing to do it, there were funds in Canada and other countries that had already created Bitcoin ETFs, right? So if they really were so willing to put it onto their balance sheet, they would have done it. Which means that all this stuff, the talk that I hear that institutions are adding to their balance sheet, they're adding it because people are buying the ETF, right? If I buy $100 of Bitcoin on IBIT, the funds, right? This is BlackRock's Bitcoin trust. BlackRock has to go and buy $100 and put it into their fund. It increases their fund value. So there's a lot of Bitcoin inflowing into this ETF, right? And it's billions of dollars, right? But just know when Bitcoin's going in, someone's selling it to them, right? And if there's a big wave of panic selling from retail investors, because in my opinion, I think this is all retail. because hedge funds buy before. They buy, the smart money always buys before, and they always sell before. And now I hear a lot of, you know, this is it. This where it's the institutions are gonna take us up. So I don't know. I've never been on the camp of that. That institutions are going to support the retail. Institutions are always there to screw retail. All right, so that's basically it. I'm not gonna continue on here. We're gonna continue with the analysis as Bitcoin's price is getting a hefty drop right now. Let's take a look here at let me see here on Wave Edge. So Wave Edge again, more selling on the daily. Again, not surprising. And a red cross on today's candle as well. It's not all lost. We are retesting the $69,000 support. However, I will mention the MACD is crossing over right now, and we have another red, I think we have a few sell indicators on Market Cipher as well. Let me take a look at the weekly. So weekly, let's take a look here, see what's going on. We actually have a -2 and a 10, so that's still bullish, although if things can change. 4-day time frame now printing a red dot, going to confirm in a day and 22 hours. 3-day printing a red dot, and let me just pull this up here. 9 and 1 on the dual band strength index, so actually bearish. 2-day time frame, I believe, already printed a red dot a couple days ago, but the price went higher. Daily time frame now flipping with a red hike and a sheet candle with a 10 and a -1 on the dual band strength index. So it looks like the bulls are struggling a little bit here. But if we go down and we do impulse down, then it's most likely the C leg. If it continues to go down lower, and let's say we get a bounce, right? Something like this, and it fails, then in that case, this is not a C leg, right? This means that the 5th wave is in, and we are most likely doing a larger term corrective move, which is going to be a very large ABC. Right, you're gonna get this. You're gonna get something like this over the course of the next couple months, and it probably goes against the narrative, but I don't care. I do what I see on the charts. I explain to you guys what I see. So we had obviously larger targets at 85, which is not all lost. Right? We could still technically achieve it. Right, the markets had a bad day today, and they had a bad day in the Russell 2000, which you guys can take a look at my hedgeline trading video. I'm probably gonna cover it tonight. And then the yields went up, right? Did I just close my yields chart? No, I didn't. The yields went up, right? Tremendously today. DXY surging and actually gapping up. So this is bearish for gold, bearish for silver, and it's bearish for Bitcoin and equity. So this is not, I'm not too surprised that we're getting a little bit of a dump right now. Let me take a look here at probably Hex, because we've been covering Hex the last few times, and I know some people are saying that I made a bad call, which I did. I did make a bad call. I probably, you know, told people that it was a great opportunity around this area here, which I thought it was. We were on breakout mode, and we did break out, but we hit a significant amount of selling in reverse. Same time, Richard Hart started tweeting. But a nice, you know, it's good to see that there's so much bad news in crypto, and Hex is only down like 3%. I know I'm saying 3% is not like it's not a lot, because this thing has been going down 60, 50%, and today it recovered, like I said, say 20%, but it's still down significantly from where we were, right? I mean, look at this candle, and it's kind of just chopping out around the lows here. Will it reclaim this level? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. If it's able to reclaim this level, then the bullish case is improving a little bit more, because there's not much to the bullish case right now, right? Daily candle still closes in 21 hours, so we'll see. Let me take a look here at Wave Edge on Hex just very quickly. Not too much buying on the daily, actually nothing on the daily. Green cross, excuse me, on the 4-hour, 1-hour time frame. Just a couple green crosses all over the place, and I think the 30-minute or the smaller time frames like the 15, we did get some buying, right? And look at that, we got some selling today, right around the high once we crossed over back to the 0.003 cents level. Now we're back down to the 0.0027. So we'll see. Just take it slow. I mean, this is not a how do you say, a spot trade for me, or I should say like a a quick trade. It's not a short-term trade for me. This is a long-term trade, and if it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, so I'll keep you guys up to date on this one inside the Discord. But yeah, some carnage right now in the crypto market. Bitcoin's down to 68,400. Looks like it's breaking the pivot at right around 69,000, and we are re-entering below the previous all-time high. And you know, I think Bitcoin was really like due for a bit of a pullback. I mean, look at this big move, but we'll have to follow through with it, because if this thing just reverses overnight and pumps, then we will know that the fifth wave, or the B wave, is still extending higher, and the 75k level is still possible, although looking very unlikely right now. Okay, so that's about it. I don't really have much to add. I would just be cautious right now. If you're buying at the all-time highs, then I mean, you missed out on the move and you're causing yourself FOMO. You should have accumulated earlier. And again, if you're opening long trades, just make sure you have your stop set in place. And if you're opening, same thing for shorts, right? So make sure you have your stop set in place. Good example is that I took a couple trades today in Bitcoin, trying to long some dips today, because I thought we would get a nice bounce back, and I got stopped out. Damn it, 2 trades for me today. Rough, not to worry, we'll make it back. And that's the case. We will make it back, because we always make it back, right? But we got to take it slow. Can't revenge trade or anything like that. So always stay level-headed when you're making your trades. All right, guys. You have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm expecting, if Bitcoin gets more follow-through, then in that case we should go to some lower levels. And again, don't panic, because we will most likely recover later on. And if we are getting the bigger correction, then just get ready to buy at cheaper prices. I actually, this ABC, I mean, to me, this would be too big. I would probably do something like this, right? And a wave 2. And it can take long. It can take long. Like this thing can stretch on for months and months and months. Okay. All right. Let me delete a few price targets here. My chart is very messy. That's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you do, leave a like in the video and subscribe.